Thanks for coming, and hi everyone. Yeah, so I think it was almost exactly 10 weeks ago. We took the really almost unprecedented step of closing down the front doors. The last similar situation was after the Spanish flu epidemic in, I think, 1919. We were closed for a number of weeks. It's a very sad day when a public art museum closes its door to the public. We have so much of our collection to share, special exhibitions to share, and yes, we're all rather sad.
Yeah. And for the last 10 weeks we've been looking at art on our phones and on screens, and there's nothing to replace that feeling of being in front of the paint, is there?
There's not. I read a really funny comment by, I think he's the theatre critic for the Los Angeles Times, who said, "I don't want to see anything more online. I've had it with screens." He said, I think it was something like, "My whole life has become like an economy class flight from birth to death with a screen in front of my face." But look, the web has been amazing. Imagine having gone through these 10 weeks without the internet. And we have a very innovative program at the gallery called Together in Art, where we've put new content on, quite informal, spontaneous, small pocket exhibitions by our curators, when you also get to learn more about their personalities, their sense of humour, their interests. That's been wonderful, but of course, that doesn't mask the fact that we want the building to be open to the public, and also that artists are really struggling out there, and art workers too.
Yeah, that's right. And now with the reopening, what sort of changes can people expect, taking into account the restrictions?
Yeah, well, there are two things. The first thing is, as you would hope, we've made certain changes to make the Art Gallery of New South Wales a safe place to visit. The main difference you'll notice is timed ticketing. So if entrance is free, all the current exhibitions are free of charge, but you will need to either go online and reserve a ticket, and they're just half-hour slots during the day you can reserve in. Or you can also, if you turn up as a walk-up, we'll have staff out the front who can sign you up. You might have to wait a few minutes. But when you are in, there's no time limit, so if you come in and say at the 10 o'clock slot, you can stay all day. If any lines out the front, there is physical distancing. We've got X's on the ground when you're lining up. But at the same time, we want to remind people why they love the Art Gallery of New South Wales and why they love art, and why, and what they've missed, which is a chance to come into a beautiful public building, see fabulous works of art, think about them, take inspiration, get the mind working again, get the eyes working. So we want to make it a familiar experience as well, as much as we can.
And we're standing at the moment in the midst of this wonderful show which you curated called Some Mysterious Process. Can you tell me a bit about this show?
So what I really wanted to do was get my hands on some of the collection that has been in storage quite recently. So this exhibition is about 50 years of collecting international contemporary art at the Art Gallery of New South Wales. And as you see in these rooms, we have a fabulous collection. And I wanted to tell that story, but also tell the story of philanthropy, the generous supporters in Sydney, Australia, and internationally, who've helped us build this collection over the last 50 years. And it's actually quite timely, because at the moment, of course, international exhibitions are not possible because of the lack of flights and everything. So I've been really just delighted to bring these works out onto the walls, to see them again like old friends, share them with the public, and hopefully people will re-enjoy them.
Now, lastly, can I get an inside tip about the Archibald Wynne and Sulman? Is there any movement on that? Because my listeners are going to be dying to know.
Look, it's definitely going to be on later in the year. We're just trying to work out the dates, because the dates are quite complicated, because you've got the opening date and the judging, and then, the announcement of the winner, and the final judging, the pre-judging for the shortlist. We've got 2,000 paintings for the Archibald Wynne and Sulman being brought in. We have to work out how to bring those in with social distancing. So it's just working out the time frame, but it's definitely going to be on. It's going to be a terrific show. We're going to have some surprises up our sleeves, but I can't tell you who the favourite is either.
Well, I can't wait for that. Thank you so much for your time, Michael.
Sure. My pleasure. Thank you.